Thank you guys so much, just like always, for watching this. You are watching this from Cooltalk Studio, and look who's here. Your favorite star, Samson Seas, the captain of the Seven Seas, is here. In this episode, we're going to be talking about something very exciting, and you guys are going to enjoy that given the circumstance. And we're going to be talking about the differences between Nowruz and
Christmas and New Year. Yeah. Of course, Christmas and New Year, there is a difference and a bit of a distance between the two. And we're going to go into that and actually compare them with Nowruz in Iran. And I can't wait.
Yeah, speaking of the difference, actually, a lot of people around the world, they don't know that. They don't know that there's a difference. There's a difference between New Year's Eve and Christmas. And they think they're both the same. But they're not.
They're actually a week apart. You see, you've got Christmas Eve. That's the 24th of December. Yeah. Then you've got Christmas Day. That's the heart of Christmas, 25th. Yeah. And then you've got, in the UK, Boxing Day, and maybe the other Commonwealth countries too. Boxing Day is traditionally, families still stay together and maybe put some of the leftover Christmas food in boxes and give them to the poor. But nowadays, they just drink and have a good time.
Sure. So we're going to be talking about all that. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Hey again, we're back, and we're going to be talking about Nowruz and Christmas, and also the differences. Actually, there are a lot of differences, but also a lot of similarities as well.
Lots of similarities, especially during Christmas. I find, Ali, that Christmas and Nowruz have the same sort of family feel, the feel-good family get together. Yeah. Christmas, it's a lovely, you have all these lovely memories and nostalgia of families getting together and everyone having a good time, telling jokes and being silly. And the same happens with Nowruz. But you know the difference, like I was saying, you've got earlier on 24th, 25th, 26th of December is Christmas, and then you've got a week gap. No one really knows what's going on in the Western countries during that time, especially UK. You don't know if the post is working. You don't know if the banks are going to be open.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people don't even know what the gap is.
The gap, people don't know about this gap.
Yeah, that's actually what I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show, that a lot of people think that the New Year's Eve and like the Christmas, they're pretty much the same thing. But there's a gap. There's almost a week gap.
There's a week gap. That's right.
So Christmas starts
24th of December.
24th of December. That's the British way of saying it. Americans say December 24th.
December 24th. Yeah, that's right.
And and New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve is on the 31st of December,
or December 31st.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the New Year. That's the Edwardian New Year. And this is something I wanted to compare with the Nowruz. Nowruz in Iran, it's like I said, it's all bubbly and friendly, much like Christmas. Yeah. But New Year in the Edwardian calendar, I find to be very depressing. And lots of people actually feel the same way. Not everyone, but lots of people feel
depressing.
The same way.
Can you guys believe that? Because I know a lot of people here, even in our country, there are a lot of people who are super excited about the New Year. Like people play jokes on each other in the media. Like, okay, they say, all right, so you Iranians and Christmas has nothing to do with you. Why are you guys celebrating it?
Because Iranians are cool. They like to be happy and they always find a good excuse to celebrate. And I love that. Keep up the happy spirit, I always say. Good for Iranians.
Yeah, so the thing is that when they celebrate Christmas, there's nothing depressing about Christmas.
No, I don't think there's anything depressing about Christmas. In fact, you've got all these lovely decorative, features going on, all the Christmas lights and, pictures and models of Santa Claus and people giving gifts to each other and lots of interesting food, by the way.
And that's why I was surprised. Actually, I was surprised that Samson said it's a bit depressing. So why would it be depressing, like maybe even in the UK? Because I do remember you sent me some interesting videos. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you guys some very, very interesting videos.
You liked those videos, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And those videos are going to crack you up, believe you me.
Yeah, this is about Christmas, by the way, not New Year. And I hope you enjoy it.
Let's get back to the depressing thing. Why would it be depressing?
I find New Year, not Christmas, by the way. Christmas, I find, like I said, like Nowruz, very fun and joyful and everyone opening presents and seeing family. New Year, lots of families don't celebrate together. In fact, they might just go out with friends. The New Year's Eve itself, the only place where there'll be lots of action is in central London, let's say. If you're in the UK, it's central London, right in the middle of town. You have to reserve a place and then good luck getting back home after that, after 12 midnight. You see, this is the thing. Many people do drink a lot. They go over the top, and it's in the middle of winter. So the
Yeah.
days are extremely short. You don't feel like it's a new year.
Mhm.
This is the difference between Nowruz and New Year. It's bang in the middle of winter. The days are incredibly short, and then on New Year's Day, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be your very first fresh day of the new year,
Mhm.
everyone is literally walking in the streets like a
does
zombie.
does the ball drop in the UK as well? Like, because I do remember the American people have a saying. They say, yeah, the ball drops.
The ball drops.
Yeah, and they say like 3, 2, 1, and then they
Yes, they do that. They do the 3, 2, 1. They do the countdown, and it's all very exciting. Like
Yeah.
I said, that is a very exciting moment. But it's the next day, then you feel everything. You suddenly realize all the problems that are going on in your life.
And I think I realized why some people, including him, would feel depressed because
Yes.
when the ball drops, you got to do something special, and he was there all alone. His wife wasn't with him.
That was hard. This guy
You gotta
understands.
you
understand.
You got to kiss someone that you love, and when your wife is not with you, he was there all alone.
I was there all
I think
alone.
that's why it was depressing. Am I right?
That's one of the reasons. That's exactly a very good reason. So it was
Yeah.
a very
See,
big personal thing for me.
He was dodging the question, but I got it out of him.
You got it out of him. You're a good psych.
No, he's definitely not. All right, so let's talk about those videos.
Okay, let's talk about the videos.
I got some very interesting footage to show you guys. So let's go see them together. We'll be back.
Some details about the traditional Christmas turkey. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Christmas spirit at its best.
تو سنت انگلیسی سنت اینه که تو یه دونه از این بقلمونا یا میتونی سیر بذاری سوسیس از این چیزا خوشمزه میشه واسه Christmas lunch.
Did you like that? Lots of details. Please forgive me.
I watched that video, like the Buglamun video. I watched it like 15 times. And every single time it cracks me up. Call it turkey stuffing.
Turkey
right?
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
called,
right. It's turkey stuffing.
And was it even Buglamun or was it a Bugalamun or a turkey?
It's a turkey. Translated as Bukalamun, of course, in Persian. Traditionally in the UK, actually, yes, they would put that delicious stuffing, which is a mixture of sausage and maybe a bit of liver and onions and garlic, and it's all mixed together. It's a stuffing, and they would traditionally stuff it right up the turkey's bum. But nowadays they don't. It's served actually separately.
Yeah, it's served separately. So you put it in the oven and like you cook it for I think at least a few hours.
Quite a long time. And the person who cooks, like in this case, it was my dear sister cooking it, and they have lots of responsibilities. We call it juggling in the kitchen. Basically, the head chef making the Christmas meal is just using frying pans and all these things. And then you've got the oven just doing loads of activities for many hours. It's actually a really big hassle trying to make the perfect Christmas lunch.
Exactly. It's a lot of hassle. Reminds me of that episode in Friends where Monica, she was supposed to do everything for New Year's Eve. Like she was supposed to, do the turkey thing and also a lot of other things. I think I forgot what the name of the other meals were, but she was responsible for preparing so many different types of meals. And I
think I remember that episode. Yes.
Juggling the kitchen.
Juggling in the kitchen is exactly what it is. And I think, Nowruz, I think there's a lot less weight on your back if you're comparing that to Christmas, because Christmas you have to really come up with so many different gifts and give them to everyone in your family. And with Nowruz, it's simply just an AD.
And let's not even get started and talk about Santa.
No, exactly.
Somebody's got to be the Santa.
Someone's got to be the Santa. We all know that Father Christmas doesn't really go around all
Have
these
you ever
chimneys.
been? Have you ever been Santa?
I have once been Santa. That was for a promotional video.
All right. So just imagine Samson like with white mustache and beard.
Well, that was easy. Actually, the hardest part was trying to get me fat because they were coming up with
Santa's,
all these different.
I suppose Santa's Russian, right? Ho ho ho. He's supposed to be Russian because he comes all the way from the North Pole.
Apparently.
So technically speaking, I think he's going to be Russian.
He's going to be Russian, or maybe in some. In fact, they're saying if you go back many hundreds of years, there is some proof that there was a nice beard bearded man going around. He wasn't fat though, and his name was Saint Nicholas. And he would go around. That's how he got the name, Saint Nicholas, and then he got Santa Claus,
and then Santa.
That's right, Father Christmas.
Right.
So he was a kind figure, a kind character. Eventually became a fictional figure coming from the North Pole, something more out of a fantasy.
So as Iranians, we also have a couple of characters. One of them is Haji Firuz.
Haji Firuz, the guy who comes out of the fire with
exactly.
a face like soot.
Yeah, he's got a dark face.
Dancing, wearing red like this.
Yeah, exactly. You can already see people on the street, some of them like dressing up as
Haji Firuz.
Haji Firuz.
And Haji Firuz, he introduces the beginning of Nowruz, doesn't he? He's like, he's the messenger, as they say. And you have Baba Nowruzi, that's like Father Christmas.
Abu Nowruz, I suppose.
Abu Nowruz.
Yeah, I don't know much about that guy.
Uncle Nowruz.
which is a shame. Sorry about that. Which is a shame. But the thing is, you got some characters.
We do have
but
some
Haji
characters.
Firuz is my favorite because he's always dancing and
he's always
fun.
having fun.
He's got this small
good
thing.
energy. Yes.
Daire Zangi, in Persian we call it Daire Zangi.
Daire Zangi.
Yeah, and
wow.
he's like playing it and dancing. And
that's cool. I love that about Nowruz. And my favorite part of Nowruz, it's at the beginning of spring. It's the spring equinox. I mean, no country got it more right than the Iranians, if you ask me. You've got to give the Iranians a big pat on the head for that.
Yeah, that we got it right.
They got it right. That's the first day of spring, and it does feel like the new day.
Who celebrates the beginning of winter?
It's horrible. It's in the middle of winter. It doesn't make sense. And apparently in the Edwardian calendar, originally, if we're talking about, figures, the prophet, say Jesus Christ or something like that. I'm not a Christian myself, but, I've read some things. And apparently...
Yeah, Samson's a hard Muslim.
I am. That's very true. I don't know about hard, but...
Don't worry, I'm going to edit that part out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, if we're talking about the birth of Jesus Christ, there's evidence saying that he was born during hot weather, during the warm season. So while
Jesus was a Middle Eastern guy.
He was a Middle Eastern, right? Yeah. What's all this in the middle of winter situation? It doesn't make sense. It's just wrong.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't really make sense.
He was from the Middle East, and
it's true.
Yeah, if you're a bit familiar with Middle East, we don't enjoy winter as European people do.
We're spring and summer people, and I think I definitely took after the Iranians, as they say. So in this case,
exactly. So spring's the best.
Spring is the best. I love Nowruz, and I just love the food and going to people's houses. The whole concept of Nowruz, it's my favorite. I confess.
Exactly. So there were a couple of other videos. Would you like to tell us a little bit about them, like the Piccadilly thing?
Piccadilly,
the red building.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. You see, it's very interesting because I got familiar with the place playing the game Monopoly.
Oh, that's impressive. You're a very smart guy. He's a smart guy.
I don't think I am, but I do remember playing Monopoly, and there were all these places on it, right?
Right, all these locations. That's very true.
Yeah, and Piccadilly Station and Piccadilly. It was that's and you. That's
told exactly me that where. Actually,
Piccadilly.
Exactly. Geographically, where these locations are placed on the Monopoly board, that's actually where they are. They're next to each other.
They're geographically correct.
They're geographically almost correct. So you've learned half of London just by playing Monopoly. Right. Nice one.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Just like always, I want you guys to do a couple of things. The first thing is to write down your comments in the comment section below. You tell us about the differences, because actually we haven't mentioned all of them. So you write some of the differences between the Christmas and Iranian New Year. And also let your friends know that episode 28 is out. I'm sure that you got a lot of friends who are language learners.
Absolutely.
They're serious
don't want to miss
learners.
it.
Yeah, let them know that the new episode is out. So I guess we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah. See you guys later. Take care.